Hello, welcome to my tutorial of men's classic haircut with a part. My name is Magdalena. I am the owner of Manetamed and Hairrari barber salons in Brooklyn and East Village, New York. First, make sure your client's clothes are well protected by putting on a cape and a neck towel underneath. This is Andy, my model for today. We will be doing a number 3 fade and scissors on top. First, start off with the 3 guard, developing a clean line just below the temple. Make sure your lines are clean. It will help when fading it. Always try to be precise in all your cutting, parting, holding the hair. This will make your haircuts cleaner and more consistent, have them last longer, and grow out nicer. For this haircut, we will be keeping all the lines very natural and clean. No hard lines in the back or behind the ears. Make sure you're going over your fade a few times. At the neck, we will establish a natural hairline by taking a number 1 and separating the neck hair from the haircut, developing an oval natural shape that will fade in and grow in nicely. After the number 1, I will use a 1.5 to fade it up a little bit, and then a 1A, making sure the transition is smooth. Trim the hair around the ears with a number 2 and separate the rest of the hairline with an edger. You can slightly also trim around the ears with an edger, making sure you're not developing any lines. Square off the sideburns if needed, or leave them natural. It's important to blow dry the loose hairs from your haircut so you could see better. Now we're going to trim the top hair with the number 6, flattening out our shape. We want the line to look straight if looking at it from the front. So if you're looking at the cut from the front, you want the line from the gray hair to go straight up without interruptions. Men's hair is most flattering in square shapes and flat shapes. Round and triangular shapes are more feminine. So we're trying to continue our flat line we made with the 3, now with a 5, a 4, and erasing our original 3 with a 3.5, going just above half an inch to an inch past that. As you can see here, the line on the right is looking straighter, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a bump still that we will have to go a little shorter to flatten that shape. Now I'm using the 3.5 blade to finish my blend. Please notice the straight line I am creating here. If you are not sure how high to go, stay lower and cut the top with scissors first, where you have more control of the shape, and finish the fade later. Most important is to train your eye for the shape you're trying to establish. So look at photos of haircut and have someone show you the right shapes. At this point, we are going to shampoo the hair to bring it back to its natural state. This will make it easier for us to find the natural part. If you skip this step, you may not be able to find the natural flow of the hair, thus making your cut not lay perfectly, and the client will struggle to style it. To find the perfect part, comb the hair back and notice where it wants to split. You can push it slightly from back forward to establish a cleaner split. Comb a few times if you must. Always try to part it both ways to compare which lays better. If not sure, see which side lays better at the back of the head by the cowlick. Personally, I change 50% of my clients' parts, which is a high number compared to how many haircuts they have gotten in their life. Even when a client says I wear it this way, I will try the other side to make sure this is the best part for the hair. You are the creator, the expert, they are your canvas. If they insist, do what they want and what will make them happy. Once you find the correct part, please comb the hair that way, and this is how you will be finishing the cut. Start with a 1-inch section from the back of the head, continuing your line from the bottom. Try to visualize a box around the head, and that is the line you are following and creating with your fingers and scissors when you hold and cut the hair. All hair should come out of the head at a 90-degree angle, straight out from the head. All straight lines. Please notice the angles I'm holding the hair and that I'm cutting one side at a time. Now I will trim the top left side of the head by lifting the hair straight up and cutting it from the shorter piece on the right to the longer at the middle top of the head. Notice I am not picking up the hair on the right side of the head, the shorter part. I am cutting both sides separately, not connecting them just yet. Now do the same on the right side, lifting straight up, connecting it slightly. Now you may add your necessary products. I am using Salty Dog Texturizing Spray from Evo to add a little something to the hair, making it less silky and easier to style. Dry the hair fully in the direction you want it to lay. Do not dry the hair messy if your style is a clean, slick style. As you can see, I am keeping my part at all times, making sure the hair is being dried how it should lay. All cowlicks can lay smoothly down if dried properly and left with enough fling. Make sure to dry fully so you can finish the blend. You should either work with wet hair or dry. Now blend with thinning shears. You can blend with scissor over comb technique and by picking up the same way as you're cutting it, trimming it slightly, smoothing the blend out. If bulky, try picking it up straight out or straight up, trimming it and seeing what effects your action is doing. Blend it as well as you can with thinning scissors and then finish the blend with the clippers, starting with a 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3.5 if needed, or 3 to bring up your fade if needed. Keep blending till the shape you are creating has taken shape. Think of it as sculpting. Now, we're going to connect both sides by picking them straight up at the part and slightly over-directing to the shorter side and connecting the hair. I usually like to use the thinning shears for this step, or you can use a point cutting technique. This will make the hair less bulky and more uniform and versatile. Don't be afraid to perfect your shape. Now comb the hair forward and connect from the middle, over-directing to the sides. You will be left with a little pointy angle in the front, which you can soften by point cutting. Never cut the bangs of a men's haircut bluntly. It will be really hard to get rid of that blunt line. Use point cutting or the thinning shears. Never cut men's hair bluntly anywhere, just making your haircut more difficult to blend in the end. This is the shape all cuts should look like, not too short, not too long, more balanced. Now blow dry back with hot air and finish with cold air to set it. Clean off the neck hair with a straight razor or an edger. Check for any ear hair, loose hair you might have missed, eyebrow hair. Finish with hot towel and massage, and choose the correct product. Here we are using the lay right hard hold, working it in our hands first, putting it on the sides of the haircut, then working it, raking it on the top. Hope you enjoyed this. Hair is a very exciting profession to be in. We're always hiring for talented stylists at Hairrari and Manetamed, so email me if interested in training or working with us. Check out my next video of an all scissor men's haircut and beard trim. Don't be afraid to touch up the hair after you put in the product. And here we are. Thank you, and till next time.